the Sew4Good heart pillow, we're gonna print out the pattern and tape it together. This prints out on 3 pages. So you're gonna trim along the dashed lines and then tape the pattern pieces together. There are 2 sizes for the heart pillow. I'm gonna make the larger size. I think that is a better size for most hospitals. So this edge goes on the fold and you're gonna cut out 2 layers. So I've already cut 1 layer and then I just stacked it again on another fold of fabric. And I'm using, this fabric is from my fabric line called Spotted with the leopard faces. When it comes out in July, these faces will be a shimmery rose gold color. So this yardage is advanced yardage, so you can't see that shimmer, but that will be really fun. So each of these requires 2 layers of the pattern piece. And if you're making a lot of them, you'll want to print this out on cardstock so that it lasts longer. So we're going to take out the pins and then have 2 layers, 2 hearts, and I'm going to pin them together with the right sides together. So we'll just pin all the way around and then we'll sew them. Okay, now we're going to sew all the way around the heart. We're going to leave a 2-inch opening right here along the base of the heart pillow. That will be for stuffing, and so we'll backstitch when we start our seam and then backstitch at the end as well. And then when we get here to the middle point of the heart, we're going to pivot the sewing machine and go back up. So a 3/8 inch seam allowance. So after you've sewn it, you'll see that I've left a space here, 2 inches, for stuffing. So take out all the pins and then we will clip the edges. Since they're curved edges, that will help the shape look a little bit nicer. Okay, so we're going to clip into the point here in between the middle of the heart and then trim off a little bit of fabric into that point. And then around the curves, we're just going to clip into it. Make sure you don't clip that stitching and don't get too close to it either, because we want this heart to last, not break open. And after you're all finished, we're going to stuff it, but first we have to turn it. So find your opening, turn the heart pillow, and then we're going to give it a little press before we stuff it. All right, we're just going to press the heart pillows so that we get any folds or wrinkles out before we stuff it. And then over where your opening is, you're going to want to press it how you want want the folds to look. So it's folded under about a 3/8 inch, and you just want to maintain that nice heart line as best you can. Okay, turn that off. So the stuffing I love to use is this cluster fill, and it is just like little tiny pieces of fiber fill, and it makes the shape of your project a lot less clumpy. It's a little more expensive though, so if you are using just the cheaper one, just break it up as much as you can before stuffing. So we're just going to stuff this. The most important thing with the heart pillow is to get it up in the tops so that you get that nice shape. So from some readers that have told me that have been breast cancer patients, you don't want to overfill the pillow. You don't want it to be too firm, because after surgery, if the pillow is too firm, it will hurt. So we'll just kind of go for a medium fullness. Once your pillow is a nice fullness, we are going to use a hand needle to finish that space. So just grab a hand needle and some thread. We're going to do a quick closure here. All right, so we're gonna go into the pillow and come out through these nice folds that we created with our iron are gonna be how we are going to close the pillow. So we're just gonna sew the fold edges together along the top. So we're going to go from one side to the other fold and go through a little bit of the fabric, like a 1/4 inch, and then snag the other side. So this is what your stitch is going to look like. When you pull it, you'll barely see it. And then we'll do it again. So you go into the fabric right kind of where you left off. And I'm going to pull it tight. And then go snag this side. And go back into the fabric here. Snag the other side. Okay, so when you're done, we're going to tie a knot at the end here to hold the thread. So I like to double knot it, and then to help the thread not break off, if we feed the needle back in through the seam allowance, or the last stitch, and then pull it out just somewhere in the middle of the pillow, and then clip it. The tails of the thread stay in the pillow, and that'll just help it stay put. So there's the heart pillow, and you can find all the information for sending these off in the blog post, and you can also give them to friends or call your local hospital or treatment center, and they might take them too.